Imagine this. You have just set your ultimate goal, the goal that above all others you want to accomplish. Whether this is winning a CDE competition, placing high in a showmanship class, or being voted the MVP of your sports team, this goal ranks high above all others. Every day you work relentlessly to reach this goal. You stay late after practice to perfect your skills, get up early to go to the barn and master your show strategy, or you're constantly in your ag room before and after school, tediously preparing for that CDE competition. Now imagine it's the final day, the day where all of your hard work goes into action. You're so excited and you're so ready, you feel as if there's no way that you could lose. Yet when the results are announced, they're not in your favor. Your head is spinning and you're so confused, and all you can ask yourself is how? How did I fail? What did I do wrong? What am I supposed to do now? At one point or another in our lives, we face a situation just as this. A situation where we feel as if we've put our heart and soul into a goal just to fall short. At this moment, we feel as if we've been knocked down with no idea of how to rise up and try again. Personally, I have faced this situation more times than I would ever like to admit. The one time that stands out in my mind above all others, though, was the summer going into my freshman year of high school. At the time, soccer was all I had on my mind, and I was on the fast track to being the next Hope Solo. I practiced every day, twice a day, to be ready and prepared for my upcoming season or tournament just right around the corner. Unfortunately, no amount of preparation could have ever prepared me for what was to come next. Abruptly, my soccer career came to an end when I suffered a life-threatening head and neck injury. I was literally and figuratively knocked to the ground with no idea or hope of rising up and moving forward. Since I couldn't play soccer, or any other sport for that matter, I devoted most of my time to FFA. Seeing all the new opportunities in this blue and gold jacket helped me realize that although we all face difficulties, challenges, and obstacles in life, there's always a new opportunity just right around the corner. You see, in life, it doesn't matter how many times life knocks us down or we feel as if we've failed. All that matters is how quickly we are to muster up the courage to rise up and move forward. Now, this isn't always the easiest thing, and while we're at our lowest and scariest point, the last thing any of us ever want to do is muster up the courage to persevere. And honestly, up until this year, I had no easy or great solution to making this daunting statement of just rise up and make it any easier. That was until I was able to travel back to my local county fair, where I watched a beef market class where a young boy named McCoy Reiber showed his market steer in. You see, overall, McCoy didn't get the results that he was hoping for. However, when we asked him about how he felt, all he could express was happiness and gratitude. McCoy was so grateful he was even given the opportunity to show that the results in the show ring were completely irrelevant. All that mattered was he was given this opportunity, and he'd be able to take what he learned and apply it to many more years to come. McCoy's perspective on this situation is what helped him through this very tough moment. McCoy taught me that when we're let down, disappointed, or just on our knees fighting to survive, this is when we're able to grow the most. This is when we're given the opportunity to turn a hard situation into a positive learning experience that we can then apply to all the other obstacles in life. You have to have the right mindset to do this, though. You must be grateful for what you've been given and look forward to the future. McCoy faced a very difficult yet real obstacle, one that many of us will face at least one point in our lives. Yet he was able to persevere because of his positive perspective. Persevering isn't always the easiest, though, and as human beings, it can be one of the hardest things that any of us ever have to do. Yet in order to grow, we must persevere through these tough moments. But how are we supposed to do this? How are we supposed to just jump back up and dust ourselves off and move forward when all we want to do is hide, give up, or quit? I faced a question, this exact question, my junior year in high school, when I made it back to state in the extemporaneous public speaking event. When I walked into the sub-state holding room, I had my binders in one hand and my timers and note cards in the other, and I felt ready. I then managed to draw 3 topics in which I knew nothing about, and my speech 30 minutes later proved exactly that. Needless to say, I was not surprised, yet still very disappointed when my name was not on the finals list. At the moment, I was ready to leave the binders, the note cards, and the timers far behind and never look back. However, my advisors, because they're advisors, were not going to have any of that. At this moment, my advisor, Mrs. Moore, said to me, "What if we prepare you differently next year, in a way maybe that works more for you?" At this moment, she taught me the power our words have on our perspective and our attitude. You see, she said the 2 words, "what if?" And when we take these 2 words and take them apart, they're as simple and feeble as words can come. Yet when we pair them together, we give them that dangerous capability of hindering us from reaching our goals. We play this game, the what if game, and we're all guilty of it, everyone. So don't be sitting there shaking your head thinking you aren't. I know you are. Even I play this game. What if I hadn't been injured in soccer? What if I hadn't forgotten my speech? What if, what if, what if? Why does this game always have to reflect the negative? What would happen if we took these 2 simple words and flipped them to reflect the positive instead? What if I win state? What if I get that scholarship? What if I'm able to accomplish my goals? Instead of dragging us to our knees, these 2 simple words can help us rise up. When we're on our knees fighting to survive, instead of thinking something like, "I am never doing this again," think instead, "What if I try it differently next time, so I will be successful?" Choose to be the person to persevere. Choose to be the person to rise up, no matter what the situation. What and if have unlimited potential. Washington FFA, I challenge you to rise up.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock, you can move a mountain.